I'm going to show you how to complete Ymir and Jolan's questline in the Elden Ring DLC Shadow of the Erdtree. From Morth Ruins, head to Bonnie Village. From there, make your way to the Cathedral. So stick around, I'll show you the two optional outcomes for the rewards for Ymir's questline. So speak to Ymir, always exhaust his dialogue. He's going to give you the first item and a map, where it's going to go to a huge horn that you need to interact with, and there'll be 3 of them. Here's Jolan just nearby, interact all her dialogue every time you visit the cathedral. So now we're going to head over down here to the Carillion coast. This is the area with all the blue flowers, and just follow this path to the first giant horn that you'll need to interact with. Okay, from this new site of grace, make your way down to this area with the huge finger structures, and this is where we're going to interact with the first horn, and you're going to get a talisman, and then you'll need to head back to Jolan. I'll put a link in the description for all the map locations and how to get to the different areas for the map fragments as well. Alright, so we've interacted with the giant horn, and now we're going to head on back to Ymir, and like I said, always exhaust all his dialogue. And while you're here, you might as well speak to Jolan just nearby. So now he's going to give you the second map, and now we can head to the second giant horn. Interested in some lore? Always exhaust his dialogue, interact with Jolan nearby, buy Jolan's spells, because once he moves on, you won't be able to buy them again. Before we move on with the quest, we'll need to pick up a gesture. So back at Bonnie Village, just nearby, there's going to be a gesture called Oh Mother, and we're going to need that. I'll show you later what it does. So from Bonnie Village, site of grace, head down this way, there'll be a dead tree, and we'll pick up the Oh Mother gesture. Now, from the cathedral where Ymir is, we're going to enter through the sideway to Shadow Keep. Through this side entrance, we're going to make our way to the back gate of Shadow Keep. From the back gate, from this side of grace, head over to this statue, and this is where we're going to use that gesture, Oh Mother, to reveal a secret passage. Now in this new area, site of grace is just down there to the left. So from this new site of grace, you're going to make your way all the way around and down to the new area with the same finger-like structures, and there'll be a new horn that we'll need to interact with. So blow the horn, get the new item, and we're going to head back to Ymir to progress the quest line for Ymir and Jolan. Okay, we're back with Ymir at the cathedral, and he's got a new pet he's cradling there. Exhaust the dialogue, speak to Jolan, exhaust her dialogue, you get a third map. What you need to do is just reload the area, he'll be gone, interact with the throne. That's going to reveal a secret passage with a ladder going down. Head on down the ladder to the new area. Down the ladder you'll be invaded by Sawhand Knight Anna. So once you take her out, just progress further up the path. It's only a little way for the third horn that you'll need to interact with. So blow the giant horn, and what's going to happen next is that you're going to be teleported to a boss fight. Now once you do take out this boss, just go back to the cathedral where Ymir was. Okay, you'll need to examine Ymir's throne, and this time you're going to be invaded by Jolan. So what you need to do is take Jolan out, the invader, and what will happen next is you're going to be in a boss fight with Ymir.
You will be my shining star.
Now Ymir will drop his bell bearing, and he's going to drop his armor set as well. Now we're going to head back to Jolan, and provided you have 2 certain items, you're going to have 2 options to give her. You can only give her 1 item. So I'll show you in a moment. There's the Iris of Grace and the Iris of Occultation. If you have both those items, you'll get 2 options. The item of Grace is located in the storehouse 1st floor in Shadow Keep, and this is where you can find it. But just remember, you'll only be able to hand over 1 item per playthrough, so I'll show you the rewards of each item you hand over. Alright, just jump down here, and behind will be the Iris of Grace. Now in Fort Reprimand is where you're going to find the location for the Iris of Occultation. Alright, there'll be an enemy just around the corner here. Once you take him out, he's going to drop the Iris of Occulation. You can only choose 1 option for each playthrough. I'll show you the first reward from Jolan if you hand over the Iris of Grace. And you're going to get rewarded with a Spirit Ash summon, which is the sword hand of Jolan. But stick around, I'm going to show you how you can enhance that summon. So if you head down this way, all the way over to the edge of this cliff, and make your way down to the edge and onto this tower, there's going to be a puppet of Jolan. And you're going to get an option when you have that Spirit Ash reward to enhance it. And there you go, you now enhance that Spirit Ash to have Jolan and Anna in the 1 summon. Alright, now I'll show you the reward for handing over the Iris of Occultation. And you're going to be rewarded with the Sword of Night. I'll put a link in the description on how to get Jolan's full armor set, the Night armor set. So, provided you have the item we picked up earlier in the guide, hand over the Iris of Occulation for the Sword of Night. And this sword has a pretty cool particle effect when you have it holding in your hand, and I'll show you some of the swings as well. Thanks for watching. I really hope to see you all next time.